Hinduism is the oldest religion still practiced today. Over 80% of Hindus live in India. Hinduism does not have a specific date, time, or founder of their origin. Some of the earliest forms date back to 1500 BC. An idea about how Hinduism started was the Indus Valley Civilization. Hindu comes from the name River Indus, which flows through northern India. The river was called Sindhu in ancient times, but the Persians, who migrated to India, called the river Hindu, the land Hindustan, and the people Hindus. So, the religion of the Hindu people was called Hinduism. Hindus are polytheistic. Hindus believe in many gods, but they have one main god called Brahman. The Hindu trinity is 3 gods in one. Brahma is the most popular of the 3. Brahman is the creator, Vishnu is the sustainer, and Shiva is the destroyer. The people worship these gods in a temple. The caste system is how Hindus are separated into social classes. The highest class is the priests. They are in charge of ritual functions. The next group is the warriors and rulers. These people are known for physical strength and power. The third class is the middle class people. This includes agriculturalists, stock breeders, merchants, and artists. They mainly focus on getting material wealth. The fourth group is the servants. The servants support the other 3 classes and are the lowest group of the caste system. Some people are lower than the entire caste system. These people are thought of as outcasts or untouchables. These people are Hindus but have a lot of bad karma. In this system, you are in that class your entire life. You can't work your way up. You try to build up good karma so that hopefully you will be reborn into a higher class in your next life. Hindus believe that you are reborn into a new body after you die. You are born into the social class your parents are in, and you marry someone from your class. You try to build up enough good karma to be in a higher social class when you are reborn. However, if you are an outcast, you have a terrible life until you are reborn. If your shadow so much as touches anyone in higher class, they are allowed to kill you. Outcasts are considered dirty, and just making eye contact with one is terrible. Hindus have 10 commitments that they have to follow. Do no harm, do not lie, do not steal, do not overindulge, do not be greedy, be clean, be content, be self-disciplined, study, and surrender to God. Hindus study sacred texts called the Vedas. There are 4 Vedas. The Vedas are important for learning Hinduism because they are the foundation or beginning of all learning and thoughts. Hindus celebrate many rituals and festivals. Holi is the festival of colors. It is a 3-day festival celebrated in mid-spring every year. On the full moon, the families start the festival by sprinkling colored powders and colored waters on each other within their own homes. The next day, they have huge bonfires and celebrate with folk songs and dances. The last day of the festival is celebrated by going to other people's homes and smearing colored powder on each other and throwing water balloons filled with colors. Another holiday is the 10-day festival to worship the Mother Goddess. The festival includes days of ceremonies, rituals, fasts, and feasts. The Hindus honor the Mother Goddess during the whole 10 days. The festival begins with Navaratri, which is a fasting period, and ends with festivities called Dasara. Diwali is one of the most important festivals for Hindus. It is known as the Festival of Lights. The first day marks the vanquishing of the demon Naraka by the Lord Krishna. Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, is worshipped on the second day. Also on the second day, Lord Vishnu vanquished the tyrant Bali and banished him to hell. Bali is allowed to return once a year to light millions of lamps to dispel the darkness and ignorance and spread love and wisdom. This is celebrated on the third day. The final day is when the sisters invite their brothers into their houses. Raksha Bandhan is a ritual that is celebrated on the full moon. Sisters tie a rakhi on their brother's right wrist and pray for their long life. A rakhi is a holy thread. It is also known as the thread of love. Rakhi actually means bond of protection. They were ideally made out of silk with gold and silver threads, embroidered sequins, and studded with semi-precious stones. Rath Yatra is a popular festival known as the Chariot Festival. On Rath Yatra, the 3 deities or magical beings, Jagannath, Balabhadra, and Subhadra, are taken out in procession like a parade. They ride through the streets in huge temple-like chariots. The chariots are pulled by many devotees. Jagannath's chariot is 38 feet 4 inches tall, Balabhadra's is 36 feet 8 inches tall, and Subhadra's is 35 feet tall. There are 4 sects in modern Hinduism. First is the Shaiva sect. This group worships Shiva and is the oldest form of Hinduism still practiced. There are 6 subsects. Shaiva Siddhanta, Pasapatism, Kashmir Shaivism, Veerashaivism, Siddha Shaivism, and Shiva Advaitism. This sect is the second sect. It is an ancient Brahminical tradition. It was formed by Shankara in the 9th century. They worship 6 different forms of God. The Smartha sect is thought of as the liberal branch of current-day Hinduism. They believe in attainment of salvation. There is also the Shakti sect. They worship the mother goddess in her fierce or gentle form. It may have been old, but it was not organized until the 5th century. They have 4 expressions: devotional, shamanic, yogic, and universalist. The last sect, Vaishnava sect, worships Vishnu and his various avatars, especially Rama and Krishna. Vishnu means pervader. There are 5 different forms of Vaishnavism still practiced today. Life on earth is thought of as a burden. The goal in life is to get to nirvana, which is freedom from a seemingly endless cycle of rebirths.